So now we're talking about the House of DVF, the reality show on E! Entertainment. Brittany.
And I was saying Brittany, yeah. It's just very interesting how the black model Karen White pulled her to a side and was like, you need to soften up a bit, especially as a black woman.
Wait. What did I miss? When was this?
Remember when they were at the was it Polo?
Oh, they went to the Hamptons. I didn't see that episode yet.
Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad.
Okay, no, I didn't see. The last thing I saw was when they had to do the social media challenge, and she was being an awful bitch to everybody.
Oh, well, you need to see it. I thought, hear me trying to catch up and thought I was behind. You're behind.
When did that come on? Monday night?
I don't know.
Last
night? Got it on demand and I watched it.
I think it came on last night.
Yeah, when I came home late last night, I saw. Was it late last Sunday? I saw it on Sunday night.
Oh, okay. Late. I'm gonna have to catch up. Yeah. The last thing I saw, but the one I saw was the social media campaign. And Brittany, she's a beautiful girl, but she's a horrible attitude. And it's just a shame that I feel like, and not to pull the race thing, but I feel like when they cast black girls on these reality shows, they turn into one of two things. They're either extremely bougie, uppity, very self-absorbed, or they're ghetto. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they had one of each. They had Abigail, who was ghetto, could not get out of her ghetto-ness for nothing, even though she claimed that this is what she needed for her family. This was her final chance, and she needed this like no other. But she would not stop being herself. That's the thing. She sat up there crying. Oh, I'm from the hood. I got to take care of my mother. I got to take care of my brother. She gave this sob story, and it kind of, it pulled on.
Turning it back for me.
Yeah, this is all I have. Almost like she sold her last pack of weave to get on the train and come out there. But then twice they give you an opportunity to do something as simple as sell a dress.
I can't do that.
I can't do that. That's not who I am. Mm-hmm. So you really don't want this then. And now you want to cry when you get booted off. Who's crying for you? I got no sympathy, because when you're really out, down and out, and you're grinding and you're doing this for people beyond yourself, you'll do whatever you have to be. If that bitch asked you to stand on the corner with a McDonald's cup and ask for change, you would have done that. But you wouldn't even stand in a beautiful showroom and sell dresses that pretty much can sell themselves because you're so full of yourself. And DVF said it perfectly. She's like, I think that you're a great brand ambassador for Abigail, but not for this. You think you're so freaking great. So go be great. Go be great in the street.
Yep. Because you had people walking to the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
Juniors. You had people walking to Juniors for less.
For a chance.
Yeah,
just a chance.
And you, like you said, in a beautiful showroom, people are coming up to you.
Yes.
And you couldn't even do that.
You're in the final four. You're so close. You can taste it, and you still on time. And this is not the first time. The second time, you still couldn't do it. So when she started crying when she got booted off, I was like, bye, Felicia, for real. I have no respect for people like that.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. So full of themselves, so full of life. You got so much to say, but you can't even do a simple task like sell a dress?
Yeah.
Come on now. And Brittany, you see, this is another thing I didn't like about Brittany. She's a bougie black girl. She's beautiful, beautiful girl. But I felt like she tried to, this is what I don't like about certain black girls and some Hispanic, minority girls, where they feel like they play this minority card, like, because there's a stigma that black girls are badasses and we fight and we bout it, blah, blah, blah. So they run with that shit and they bully non-black girls on some like, I wish you would. You don't know. You don't know who I was. You bullied her basically on that premise that you're a changed woman and you can do X, Y, and Z to her. I bet you Brittany never been in a fight in her whole life.
Yeah.
And wouldn't know what to do.
And if she was up against another black girl, she wouldn't have been so boisterous.
Hell no. She wouldn't have pulled that card. So that you want to pull this, you want to play this card to get the results you want out of this. So you want to bully this white girl and have her stand down. But let me tell you, but if somebody was to come with, oh, you're an angry black girl, you'd be up in arms. Why I gotta be angry? Because I'm black. Like, you can't have it both ways, bitch.
Right.
And I hated her for that. I hated her. I hope she's gone. I hated her for that.
It looks like she's gonna. It looks like it, because I don't really. Even the last episode, I'll say this. Mm-hmm. She met with Diane, and Diane asked her before it like ended. She goes, "Are you a nice girl?" Mm. Like on some old like. Yeah. I already know the answer.
Exactly.
Like,
so give you enough rope to hang yourself, but go ahead and answer me anyway.
It's almost like, are you black? You think you're black? I think, know what I mean? It's like, for real, she said it so kind of like, you're done.
Yeah.
You are so done.
Good. Well, you know what? Because I saw the preview for the next episode and I didn't see her, so that's the reason I'm assuming she got dropped.
And again, I thought she would have been great.
Yeah, she would have. That's the thing. She had a lot of potential.
She was stylish. She dressed really well. Mm-hmm. She's pretty.
She's well spoken.
She carried herself very well, but she's got that attitude.
Yeah.
She's got that ego.
Yeah, she's very full of herself.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate that she you know, because she was one of the ones that I was rooting for before her attitude started coming out.
Yeah, she sabotaged herself.
Yeah.
So I feel nothing.
Now you got this Long Island girl that might get it because she seems like the strongest at this point. And the other the other little blonde girl.
Amanda is her name?
Yeah.
You know what? Amanda is probably my favorite out of the three remaining. Lenore, I like Lenore, but she doesn't seem consistent to me.
She's not consistent, and she's got that accent. Is just.
And she's very like she doesn't seem refined enough for me.
Yeah,
I guess that's the word.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like in a couple of years, she'd probably be great, but right now she's just too rough around the edges.
Yeah, they would call her as what they say, too green.
Yeah, she's very green. She doesn't seem to get it yet. And the other blonde chick, Kier, or whatever her name is, she's
a baby. She's like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, she's got the look. On the surface, she seems like she's got it all together, but she's too fragile.
And she needs to just blog because she needs to be seen and not. I mean, she needs to be
heard and not seen.
Yeah, and heard and not seen, and not heard via internet, not even heard voice wise.
Yeah, when she started crying because she couldn't fit any dresses, that's when I knew. I was like, "You're not ready for this world."
Yeah,
she looks like she's like one fucking event away from a nervous breakdown.
Yes, all the time.
So
and never. What I don't understand. They're always ganging up on me, or she's always, it's like, really?
She's the victim.
Yeah.
She's another one. She's been bubble wrapped. I can see it now. She's been coddled. She's a pretty girl. I can see they probably raised her like a little princess, and she probably was the pretty girl in school and in the cool clique, and she's never really had to struggle for anything, never really had any difficulties, and now the first time she's faced with any kind of adversity, she can't handle it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, and she cries every minute.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I feel like Brittany would have been good, because I feel like Brittany has, she's strong enough, she can handle it.
She can keep her cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's a bitch.
Yeah, and Diane definitely is not. It's not about working with somebody that's going to be, she's got to worry about how does she speak to the client.
And she's not real. She's not genuine. You could tell she's very put on. It's like. I don't like. She's like the chick that you just can't trust. Like as soon as you walk away, she's talking behind your back.
Yeah.
I don't feel good about her at all. Speaking of people I don't feel good about, because there's so many. Can we talk about Candy's mother from Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh Jesus!
Can we? I saw the last episode, and we've seen all this. She didn't like Candy's boyfriend for the longest. And we kind of drilled it down to realize that she just don't want her money source to be tampered with, and she feels like the man who's laying the pipe on her daughter is going to take away her money. So now Candy gives her a house. She don't want the house. Candy buys her another house, and then we see what Candy did to the house that she gave her. Yo. Candy's mother's boy, whatever her name is, Joyce or whatever her name is.
Joyce's boyfriend.
Joyce's boyfriend destroyed that house. And it wasn't even destroyed in a like, I'm trying to make it better way. It was some disrespectful shit. Like, I'm just going to tear everything up.
Do you think he took it out and sold it? Because it looks like her bathroom was nice. They had some really good, nice fixtures.
It looks stripped down.
Like he sold it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like a car that's been stripped down on the side on the side of the street for parts.
Yeah, you can't tell me that there was nothing in there that couldn't have been saved, or even if you didn't like the style, like Candy has money. She wasn't living in some bullshit house.
Yeah.
It looked stripped.
It was granite. There was some stuff that was.
Mm-hmm. And the irony of this is that if Todd, like she's so hard on Todd, and Todd has done nothing to make her feel that way, and meanwhile your man who really has no rights to anything is in this girl's house tearing it apart.
Yeah, because her mother is petty.
Her mom is
Todd's face.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, Todd, listen, he's better than me.
Together.
Todd he's so mature, because he's like, what point do you get mad? Like,
yeah, at what point do you she needs to take accountability.
Yeah. He's so mature. Because I'd have flipped, any of those other men would have flipped out.
He looked like, you could tell in his face, he was kind of like, I'm going to breathe and just keep it together. Because anything that I say, she's not going to hear me.
Yeah.
It's sad. And then she was like, well, she's going to pay for it. And then in her confessional, I'm really up. He didn't even say as much as he wanted to say, and you got annoyed at the fact that he's always trying to tell you what to say to your mother.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm done with you. I don't know how. I mean, I like them together. I think Candy's a nice girl.
Yeah.
I would like to see the relationship go somewhere, but if she continues to allow people in her life that are not in her best interest, it's not going to work out.
No.
Because she's going to, at some point, he's going to give up.
And
he's going to either give up and walk out, and then she's going to blame him for not being down for her. But it's like, I'm down for you. I'm just not down for the people in your life. And if you don't see that and you can't distance yourself from them, then, because he's going to be constantly fighting with the people in her life because she feels loyalty to them.
But even her two aunts were real about it. Were like, that wasn't cool. And, like they were, you could tell they don't want to be disrespectful, but those are her sisters.
And they also said, if you don't stop talking about it, y'all gonna have another falling out. Yeah. Which means you know how your mother is. And if you reprimand her, she's gonna stop talking to you. Or it's gonna be another situation. Since when? Then we don't have a relationship. Because now I can't come to you on your bullshit.
And even Candy sitting here talking about, well, I'm the type of person, I don't get mad over things. Things I can't control. Like, it's just so sad that the person who's supposed to be the closest to you would be so detrimental to your well-being. Yeah. It's just, it's sad to watch more than anything else. And and you can see in Candy's eyes that she's not happy and she knows, but she can't. She feels so obligated. Yeah.
Because it's her mother. Mm-hmm. And it's a very hard thing to do, but you got to live your life.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why there are things with like black families and black people in general in terms of they attach themselves to friends and family members like it's an umbilical cord. And although I understand, we're big on loyalty, sometimes you have to cut people loose. White folks don't have, they will disown a mother in a heartbeat.
You saw Kim Zolciak.
You can't respect my husband and you cannot come in my house, we're not talking. And be gone.
Be gone.
Like, they don't play around. Us, we will wallow in. It's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or I don't know. But we see that more often. Their attachments to friends, their attachments to family members are just do or die, and it's detrimental sometimes to their life. While other people who's going on would never do that for you, and they know it, they still do or die.
Well, you saw Kim Zolciak. She kicked her mom out of her own wedding.
Of course, her wedding.
For wanting to use the inside bathroom. I mean, like, as simple as that. And she's not speaking to her mother anymore. And I heard Croy cut his family off because they weren't supportive of him marrying Kim.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's the smartest way to go, but I'm just saying it's a difference in philosophy.
Yeah. On some little shit. And you can't tell your mother about her boyfriend wrecking your house. But you reward her with buying her a new house down the street from you? There's no way. No. If my mother had called my mother-in-law, who I had no problems with all types of hoes, and lied on, you found out there were lies that she was trying to set girls up to make Todd cheat so you can leave him. There's no way I'm going to buy a house with you down the street from me. There's no way.
Because you don't wish me well. You don't wish me well. Why would you want that energy near you?
Yeah, mother or not. You're not allowing me to live my life. So I don't understand what part of the game that you, at some point you think, all right, well, no, this is not working out. Until you can respect me as an adult, then there is no relationship. She'd have to comply. Yeah. Even if she didn't want to, she'd have to fake the funk.
Exactly.
But she doesn't require that. Which is unfortunate. She doesn't require that, which is why her mother will never give it. Because she doesn't even require the smallest of you need to do this, or, you can't have this.
Exactly. It's so simple. And the thing is, Candy's not stupid. And I feel like if this was anybody else, she would see it for what it is.
Yeah.
And she'd call them on it. And it's just like, it's just a shame to see that, you know, and I have to believe her mother loves her, but it's like her selfishness just outweighs her love for her daughter.
Exactly. She's a very broken woman, and she can't see past her own self. And it's definitely, it's going to be detrimental to Candy's life. But let's segue to the fallout or the dinner meeting between all of them.
Oh, yes, with Cynthia and Nene?
Yeah.
Girl.
Let's start with Kenya and, what's her, Phaedra.
You know what? Let's move to another segment before we start this, because I think it's going to be a nice long conversation.
All right.
All right, hold on a second.